gracious Heavenly Father, thank you for this day, Lord. Thank you for all the many blessings that you give us, Lord. Lord, we pray that you just be with us in the decisions that we make, Lord. We pray that we'd always seek your guidance. We ask these things in thy name. Amen.
Amen. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Do we have a motion to approve the minutes?
I'll make it.
Do we have a second? All in favor, raise your hand. We have a motion to approve the claims. Got a motion, we have a second. Have a second, all in favor, raise your hand. Next on the agenda is, accept the 2020 holiday. Looking over this, it's, I think there's 17 days. I think it's the same 17 that we've had the last couple of years, isn't it, Bob?
Yes, it's the same thing. We wanted the state, a few years ago,
Be eligible for some grants and stuff we
by the
have.
time, we realized that this, we've continued to go up with this. This is giving our employees more free time with pay, because of giving them more holidays.
Some grants and all, we have to,
Sir?
on some grants and all, we have to abide by such, this holiday. Any questions or discussion on the holidays? Do we have a motion to accept the holiday calendar?
Make a motion.
Have a second? A second. All in favor, raise your hand. Next is to run the financial statement in the newspaper. I think everybody's got a copy of it.
I so moved.
We have a motion, we have a second.
Second.
All in favor, raise your hand.
Just skip over that bid opening because it's supposed to be at 9:30.
9:30, yeah. Was Barbara coming?
No, sir, but I can explain
Okay.
what we're discussing. So as y'all know, we've hired Lisa out of the reappraisal office to come and work over here, doing accounts payable. And so instead of replacing Lisa with a county employee, what Barbara would like to do is to move Lori Carter from the Revenue Commission office into appraisal, so she'll be paid for out of that budget, and then to distribute that money she's saving to offer some raises to her people down the line to kind of even out her pay scale. But she's not wanting us to vote on any pay raises today. What she'd like for us to vote on is to allow her to hire a part-time person through Dynamic to replace the person she's losing. And we would start that person at $10 an hour through Dynamic Staffing. That would save us that person's benefits, their insurance, their taxes, workers' comp, all of those things.
Have any questions or discussion?
So we're giving her permission to hire a part-time person.
Yes, sir. She's
And
losing
later
a full-time person.
And later to make some kind of adjustment on those people that she has that's on the lower
Yes,
space,
sir.
the low part of the space scale.
In
Yes,
my
sir.
understanding, from what little I talked with her, she's not planning on replacing nobody full-time,
Right.
which is gonna save us great deal of money in the long run.
Is there some estimate you've looked at what kind of savings this week?
I don't have that number off the top of my head,
Yeah.
but I do know that the benefits package is worth about $7 an hour. So we'd be saving whatever dollars per hour that person would have made with the county, plus the benefits package, which would be about $10 an hour for, you know, an annual salary. That's quite a bit of money.
Do we have a motion for Revenue Commission Office to hire a part-time employee? The employee will be hard through the dynamics too, correct?
Yes, sir.
I'll make it motion.
Have a second? All in favor, raise your hand. All right, Mr. Jimmy.
Morning, gentlemen.
Good morning.
Got a list for y'all here.
Thanks, sir.
Thanks, sir.
What this is, gentlemen, it's an elected officials guide to emergency management. It's something that's been put together and then, show you what kind of money's been spent out of the emergency management office over the last 12 years. Just a quick run through of the guide here. Page 4 and 5 is a history of emergency management. I'm going to jump to page 21. That's Marion County Resolution dated March 5th, 1984, and that's creating and establishing the position of Emergency Management Coordinator and Emergency Management Agency in this county. Page 6, y'all see that in the blue part down there, identifies the roles and responsibilities as well as the boards and positions the director is to serve on. Page 7 through 9 and 17 through 19, that defines the roles of y'all, the elected officials, in preparedness, response, recovery, and mitigation. And then on page 52 and 55 through 55, that's your money part. That establishes the certifications and needed qualifications for state and federal funding for salary supplement and operation of the emergency management program in this county. Gentlemen, if you would, please look at the page in the left-hand pocket of the folder. This is a breakdown of monies that over the past 12 years since I've been here, I want to show y'all where every penny of money come from and where it went. The spreadsheet there on the top, you've got your year, the budget that I budgeted that year, what was spent, the funds received from the state and federal EMA, what was billed out to the municipalities, and then what I actually spent. Over the last 12 years, I went over budget 3 times. First time in 2014, I spent $28,518 on a new truck for EMA. This money comes from the EMA wash account and moved to the general fund to pay for this truck. In 2015, I just had a bad year. I'm sorry, I had a bad year. And I overspent $2,598 of my budget. 2019, $13,556 was spent on the community shelter and taken out of my budget. I guess that was my mistake. I just didn't realize that it was not coming out of the capital funds. It was coming out of my budget. If you look on down there, our safety program that we have, this is not just emergency management office, but this is a combination of all of us. We have been refunded $61,797 over the past, well, it started, I think, in 2012 when this started. And that's a combination of all of us working together to get these refunds brought back to this county. And that doesn't include the discounts that we've received on this. Let me back up here. Over the last 12 years combined, I have went under budget a total of $101,806, and cost to the county averages $19,722 a year, just what EMA cost the county. Look on down a little bit further, money received for grants and fees for EMA. This is the grants I've got through the Department of Public Health, administration fees, FEMA reimbursement and so forth, $43,384. Homeland Security grants that we received, now this is for county-wide, it's not just the Sheriff's Department, it's fire departments and all. Homeland Security grants received $161,331. And I hadn't added in here, but late last week, the sheriff received another $50,000 grant to add to that. The DR Disaster Relief, 1971, 4251, 4426, and other FEMA grants that has been brought into this agency, or into this county. And this is everyone, once again, it's not just the commission, but it's the sanitation department, road and bridge, sheriff's department, 911, the school systems, the municipalities. All these people have received $7,829,109 up to date, and this is not including this last month money that we're still working on now. Under my watch, there has been 5 community shelters installed, 100 individual shelters, and 11 new sirens. Any questions so far?
You've done an outstanding job, you know.
Gentlemen in the back, I have my letter. Commissioners, it has been an honor to serve the citizens, public safety agencies, businesses, as well as the municipalities and you for the past 12 years. My goal has always been to give the people my best and hope they received a positive experience from this agency. It has been a wonderful journey that God has placed me on, but I now feel this chapter of my life coming to a close. Please accept this letter as my resignation from my position as Director of Marion County's Emergency Management Agency, effective December 31st, 2019.
Reluctantly, I make a motion to accept his resignation.
We have a second.
I'll second it.
All in favor?
I'd like for you to stay, but I'll do what you do. You have, I'm like Tim, you've done a good job.
Thank you, sir.
Very good.
Really hate to see you go.
Thank you, gentlemen.
Enjoyed working with you.
Thank you. Y'all too. Thank you very much.
Good man, Jimmy. You
Love you,
good man.
Mr. Bob.
Anything we can do for you, let us know.
Thank you.
Next, Ms. Cochran.
Of course, I'm just here needing y'all's permission for a deputy. I do not have one. I don't know if you know, my husband goes out with me, but there's no cost. He goes because he's my husband and he cares about me. But Paige has sent me this. I don't know. All this is all new to me, but I've been trying to stay in the law and do whatever is supposed to be done. So I got with Paige on this. And the person that I plan and want and talk to is Larry Reese at Wingfield. I don't know if y'all know him or not, but he has, he's familiar with all this. But as far as using a deputy, and I told Larry, I said, as long as I'm around, I'm going out. I don't want nobody else to do it. I want to be the one to do it. I got to do it myself. But there's times I may not be there because, I mean, Christmas is coming up. My family, my daughter and her family's in Tuscaloosa, and I want to go see them for a few hours. And my husband's family, his is in Jefferson County. So we may be gone a few hours, and you can't ask these guys to wait for me to get back that long. But like I say, I'll be there. I don't want no one to do my job. I want to do it myself. I want my eyes to be seen. If I get any calls, it's gonna be what, I can say honestly what I see and what I think. That's just the way I am. And, but you know, we all may need help every once in a while. And so that's the reason I'm asking. But this is what Paige said, to go by the law, this is what I've got to do. So, and y'all know more about all this than I do. I try to follow y'all just like I try to follow Kevin and them when I'm on a call. I just want to do the right thing.
I know Larry personally, and I know over the years that Larry has been, I've been on scenes and Larry would be deputized over the phone to do it. I didn't know how that worked.
Well, Larry and I both want it to be done right.
Yeah.
I have been talking to Larry, so he's helped me a lot, which the people in the other counties, the coroners, they've helped me a lot too. And of course, I stay in touch with the Coroners Association and the Funerals Association because I do not want to step out of line with neither one of them.
So all you're asking for is permission to do
Yes,
this?
yes, the way I understood Paige, I've gotta have approval from y'all, and it's gotta be in writing, and it's gonna have to be in our office, I've got to keep up with it, and the probate judge. And then Larry will have to do just like I done with the bond and the office of oath. And so, however, we got to do that in writing and have it filed, that's what I'm asking for.
Okay.
And then that way Larry can do his thing, and then he can be, sworn in, and he will be the deputy.
Question, will that make him a deputy coroner?
Yes, yes, and he will be really the only, like y'all know, Alfred goes out with me.
Right.
But he's gonna go out with me because he's my husband and he just wants to be there. I mean, you'd be the same way with your wife.
Right.
You never know what you're gonna, and they've been sometimes, I was kind of uncomfortable at Bear Creek here, the other day, I can't remember, because those people had to leave and we were left there with 4 guys to help us get out. And I was not real comfortable with the guys that was there. I don't have no protection, and neither does my husband. But my husband will be there if I need him. I mean, you know, at night. And you can't blame him for that.
Right.
No.
Because you never know what you're going on. And there's some of those roads up around Bear Creek, and there's some tough spots up there.
Well, there's tough spots countywide.
Oh, I know. Believe me, I know a lot more than what I did know. So.
You'll learn a lot more too.
Oh, every day. And like Alfred says, we think we've seen the worst, and then there's another one that's worse.
I know, right? If I go out 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning on a tree down, I don't never call nobody, but my wife crawls out of bed and goes with me because she don't want me to go by myself.
Well, that's the way me and Alfred are. I mean, we're just always together. I've went out some during the day, but usually I know there's gonna be some guys in most. But it's best for 2 people to go anyway. But anyway, that's just what.
Anybody have any questions, comments, or?
Will the county assume any liability from this person if we allow to be the deputy coroner?
How have y'all done it? I don't even know how it's been done in the past. I'm telling you.
We've never done this in the past.
Nobody's never been deputy. People
We've
just
never
went out, I
appointed
guess.
deputy.
But,
I may be wrong on this. Kevin, you aware of any?
The only one I'm aware of would, when Randy was in office, Wilburn was a deputy coroner, but I don't know if he went, filed the paperwork.
probably
I don't know.
didn't.
I mean,
But I
know.
just wanna do the right
He
thing.
never been done like Larry has been done before, you know,
Right.
it's deputized over the phone to take care of it.
He-
I don't know, I'm just
I
assuming.
assume that's how it went down for many, many years.
I would, my opinion is, Bob, we wouldn't assume no responsibility. I mean, it would all be,
Neat.
Our lawyer's not here today, but,
Well, that's okay. I mean, it does not matter with me.
And we've got to do this in writing anyway, so now that
Exactly.
you've explained what you're asking, maybe we can write a letter that Tim can sign after he speaks with the attorney to make sure that's all squared
Yeah,
away.
that is-
That be okay?
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, because somebody's gotta be responsible if he goes out to a bad situation with you or whatever,
Yeah.
and something goes wrong, and,
Well, that's what you talked about, the bond earlier.
Yeah, he's gonna
That's
have
what
the bond, yeah.
It's like I'm.
I thought
bonded.
you were talking about who's gonna pay him when he goes out.
No,
No.
we don't, well, you weren't gonna do that.
Yeah. That's the reason I said, I mean, that's fine with me, I mean,
As long as he signs the bond, gentlemen, I think he'll be
Yeah.
covered.
Yeah, I
Without my lawyer.
mean, we all have to be bonded. I mean, everybody has to be bonded.
yeah.
So,
we'll find it with a good program.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's fine, y'all do, like I say, y'all know more about what you're doing than I do. I just know Paige told me if, to be done right, and for me to go by the law, this is what I've got to do.
Okay.
And
What-
so, that's what I'm here to do.
What we'll do, if it's okay with you, we'll discuss it with the lawyer,
Mm-hmm,
and then if we need to vote, we'll vote next Monday at the regular meeting and
okay,
draw up the letter if everything's okay with him.
yeah, that'd be fine.
All right.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Real quick, would y'all like to vote to accept applications from within or from without on the EMA director? You can make that, you can vote on that today, whether you want to accept applications from within county employees or whatever you'd like to do.
I've got to ask Jimmy, how long, you talking about Jimmy's job?
Yes, sir.
When was his ready to do
Last day of
that?
the year.
Huh?
Yeah, last day of this year.
Well, I just forgot to ask him, I talked with him, but forgot to ask him. Well, I mean, we know we gotta have one, so I mean, but, I don't see any use of waiting, or don't need to hurry either one, whatever you wanna do.
Yeah, it can wait till next Monday if you like.
Uh,
I don't have a problem with doing it either way. Or just opening it up altogether. I don't. What chose?
Like you'd be fine with me, open it up and get it, let it be done and.
Just
go
open
with
it up.
Make no difference whether it's today or next week.
Right.
Yeah.
How long do you take from within, I mean,
It's up to you. I mean, you can set a date that you'll start interviews on this date, and whatever applications come in by that date, we'll consider. Do you wanna open it up to the public, or, we do have to run it, if we open it up to the public, we have to run it in the newspaper for 2 weeks. So it would be at least that long. If we open it up just to county employees, it's not as long. So that's up to y'all, how wide you wanna open it up.
What y'all's opinion? If we drag around and we don't open it up, we're gonna run out of time and not have one at the end of the year.
That's right. It's probably best to go ahead and do it now and get it,
do whatever's right
you
and
know.
qualify.
Do we have a motion just to open it up for public and run it in the newspaper for the 2 weeks?
Or are you gonna open it up for the within first, or public?
Well, if
first?
we open it up with them, Bob, and interview for 2 weeks and then run it for 2 weeks, we're gonna be running out of time before the end of the year.
Yeah, but if you run it, I mean, if you're running from within and they take some from within, you won't run
Yeah,
it.
but if we don't,
Well, whichever way.
I mean, that's what I'm looking at. If we don't, we're gonna run out of time.
If you go ahead and open it up to the public, your people within can apply too.
2, yeah.
Everybody
Okay.
can apply.
Yeah.
That's what I would do.
Because we're not looking at
If you
6,
dig a within
7 weeks
and-
to the end of the year.
And nobody within wants it, there you go, you've shot
Just
2 or 3
wasting
weeks.
time.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you wasted time. I'll make a motion that we open it up to the public.
I'll
Got a
second.
second? All in favor? So. We'll get that. Can we do that ourselves, or does the lawyer have to run it?
We can run it,
Okay. Hopefully we can get it in the paper by next week, Louis.
That's it, other than we have a bid opening at 9:30, so if y'all wanna take 5, you can do that.
Sheriff, you got any?
No, I just came to support Jimmy. Jimmy's a good friend of mine, and
I hate to see
we
Jimmy
worked
leave.
really, really good together for 12 years as EMA and sheriff. We have to work closely together.
I really
He's
hate
got
to see-
mixed emotions. He didn't want to tell you,
Oh, yeah.
but he's ready to retire, and I don't, I understand. I
Yeah.
tried to talk him out of it,
I hope it's not for health,
yeah.
purposes, I mean.
Well, you know, he had some health issues.
Oh, yeah,
He still
yeah,
continues to
bad
have
time.
some.
Yeah,
He wants to take advantage of his time, and I don't blame him.
well, my wife
I wish
retired.
him well.
I do too. I mean, guys, his heart's in it.
Oh, yeah.
It's always been there.
My wife retired 5 years ago, and I've heard her say, and talking to other people that's retired, you know when it's time,
Yeah.
you know, and I hate to see him go, but
Well, he's a dear friend of mine, always has been.
I
I
think
need
the
to
world
find a
can.
Christian man.
Yes, he is. We serve together. I don't have anything unless y'all have questions for me. I just wanted to support Jimmy.
Who's Sean coming with the bids?
He's
Yeah,
coming up,
he's out there.
he's probably hiding. I believe, I've only got one unless he's got.
There you are.
We've been seeing sheriff out.
This is the only one that's.
Lord, don't send a sheriff
Thank you,
after me.
Kevin.
I had a little brave shirt on.
This guy said he was gonna come in. So what?
She's
Not quite.
outstanding job. My understanding of what she did, which I don't know.
At the last,
I didn't hear no complaints while she was doing it, while Jimmy was sick. I mean, she's real intimidating. That's good.
It's chilly out there.
I was in Walmart at night, and bought them.
Felt like I was in Alaska. So you got in the Walmart?
Yes.
Why not?
Where'd you get that little brave shirt?
Yeah. After Saturday, I guess you could call it that.
I know, we're gonna support it.
Oh, yeah.
I knew that was gonna happen. I thought it'd be worse.
Good
I
have.
felt like it was like that too. I mean, I don't know that it's a bad thing, but
Mike, I was gonna ask you Friday. Have they ever got anything, have they ever got legal on the building? On the bathroom and all?
yeah, I meant to mention that to you. That guy did not come, the one that you sent, he never showed up.
Okay, I talked to a boy that's kinda in with him, and he said they had a house going.
He kept.
He said the hot weather, he said, we can't do nothing to the top of the building, so I didn't know if they ever.
He never came. We called him several times when he come and called him.
I mean,
Whatever y'all want to do, I mean, I meant to mention that to you.
well, I was gonna ask him myself, but I heard New Year's Day.
We called him several times.
Well,
And I don't think, but it still needs fixing. We got mold in the bathroom and of course that's leaks.
Where?
Yeah.
At our shop, we had a leak. There was some mold that formed in the bathroom. And it created, some of the guys had mentioned some health problems.
I'll ask around, see if I can find somebody else.
Yeah, we did ask him. I mean, people, I mean, we're okay. I mean,
Yeah.
it doesn't matter. We just need it done.
When last time I talked to him, when it was hot, they were trying to finish up the house, and he said, we can't get up on top of the building until it cools off.
We checked, I'll wait here.
Okay.
It's not, it's cooled down a little bit.
Yeah, I just wanted to ask him because I hadn't heard that.
Ellie stayed, she called him, she's called him several times.
I got a question.
Yes, sir.
I ain't asked you this before either.
I know what the question is.
Go ahead. What about it?
The FEMA?
FEMA and 42.
Yeah, everything Richard, as a matter of fact, today is putting together the totals of what each of you will receive on that. And Lynn's, he's got, everything's been approved on the FEMA, the ER money on 42. And we just gotta figure out exactly how much we'll get time you take, you know, what they approved at. But it's moving in that direction. And just when, of course, you know, we'll probably get the check from the federal first on our FEMA money, because the state, it may be a while before we get that other 12.5%. You know, so our first payment will be the 75% hour. We've got those broke down per district, and you could probably call him and he can tell you. I mean, he's been working on that, and I think he's got it just about finished. But we'll get that other 12.5% later, then of course, then we'll eat 12.5% that we won't get reimbursed for.
Timeline, when do you think that federal checks are coming?
Of course, you know, that's $1 million question. Probably Jimmy could have answered that better than I figure probably within a month.
Might be here before
But,
the
you
end
know,
of the year, but it might not.
Yeah, and call Richard, and he can give you the dollar amounts. It probably wouldn't be a bad idea for y'all to look at those and make sure that everything's in order. But, yeah, we can do that. It's 9:30, would y'all like to?
Yep, 9:30 will be.
Looks like we received 2 bids for the plastic pipe, J&G culverts and ADCO pipe line. First bid, J&G. There's several items listed. I don't know if you want me to read them, or I can certainly leave them up there if anybody wants to see them or look at them. This is J&G's bid. I mean, there's several different ones to read. Instead of reading them all, I'll just throw that right there.
Plastic and the galvanized together,
No, this is plastic only.
plastic on it.
J&G done got the bid on galvanized, correct?
Yes, they got it on our aluminized and
But
our,
if it was coming up again.
well, we put a provision in the bid last time. If both parties wanted to agree to extend the bid under the same terms and conditions, we did that. The plastic pipe, they opted not to do that, and that's the reason we're bidding it.
We accepted it to extend it.
Yes, on the other one, that's correct, yeah. And, okay, looks like they're gonna no bid job site in Marion County. They're gonna offer it at the plant. So with that being said, I would like to review the bids and make a recommendation at the next meeting.
Yeah.
But here's, anybody wants to look at J&G or, ADCO bid?
They match it with this one, then I'll pass
Yeah.
it down.
That means if we get it, we go get it, we'll have to go get it.
They offered an option to where they didn't bid a price delivered to Marion County, or they didn't feel like that it was to their advantage. Being the distance that they are, and I can understand that. And then what we'll look at various factors regarding the cost of going and getting it versus them bringing it. You know, there may be times, you know, we can split the bid if we want to. Don't know that that's what we'll do, but we could do that if it was in our entire advantage.
According to this, you can pick them up by their bid.
That's right. They won't deliver it. And that creates a problem.
J&G cover, if you look at it, it's probably half. Well, I know on the coupling prices, they're about half of what, and then on the others, let them look at it first.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So I'll kind of go through that and talk to y'all and figure out what's gonna be
Yeah,
best
these
for us.
sheets all the way around look like to me.
Pardon me?
I said J&G looks cheaper to me to do it and
Yeah.
deliver it for that price.
Yeah. You gotta decide, do you like it delivered? I mean, how do
They've
you?
always been good about,
Gordon's always done a good job with that.
Yeah. Pardon me, sir?
they've always been prompt.
Cheaper.
I mean, they'll usually bring to you in a day.
Yeah.
One
Yeah,
time.
That's right. And
Also,
that's
we remember
convenient.
that
That's
every-
convenient.
All the trouble we've ever had with our fault.
Yeah.
Mike.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
This is if we pick it up from them.
That's correct.
That's
That's the
they-
coupling price.
That's,
That's the coupling price.
They don't deliver, period. That's what-
Yeah, they're not gonna deliver. They no bid
Yeah.
the job site in Marion
To
County.
deliver to Marion County.
They're up.
Local show, weren't they?
So they're actually,
Hers is actually the same.
That's what they've had this bid in the past, am I right?
they had it last
Right.
year.
The last time.
And I think what the trouble is, they don't like getting one.
Well, you can kind of
Right.
appreciate that.
They won't bring a load,
That's
when
right,
they bring,
that's
instead
right.
of bringing one or two,
Yeah.
we're Gordon and them, don't matter if you need 1 or 10, they'll head this way.
Right. But I'd recommend just to table, and let me review them and all.
Once you get to the bigger,
Yeah, the big ones,
bigger
but they
pipe.
make it up on their cutting, see. On the small
Yeah,
ones.
but once you
Small
get,
ones.
once you get to the bigger
You
pipe.
get the belt and spigot, you know, you don't have to have the cover.
J&G's still.
What's the largest plastic pipe you can
Right
make?
there and get it.
That's right.
I know they make
Within
a
our-
48.
within our,
I know they make a
J&G,
48.
but they
I know,
go.
I'm not sure, I know it gets really, when you get that high, it gets really
I've
expensive.
been buying pipe from Gordon for 30 years.
Yeah, and, you know, I can call Gordon and he'll send me one, I mean.
They're good.
metal cover is not worth putting in the ground.
Well, I'm gonna tell you,
I mean, I'm
they
replacing them.
they make an aluminized coated, type 2 aluminum coated that performs much better, and we've actually put some in. And
But I've replaced some I put in before, since I've been.
But it probably wasn't aluminized.
Well, probably no more like
It's
that.
probably galvanized, because we've gone back and actually looked at some areas, and that aluminum doesn't react to the soil and the acidity of the soil like
Now,
galvanized.
especially, I didn't know that, if it's around farmland, fertilized,
That's right.
litter and
Oh,
stuff,
yeah,
it
yeah.
eats them up. I didn't know
Yeah.
that till I put in a few of those galvanized, that's what he recommended, because
I've
it's
noticed-
aluminized.
Aluminized, yes, it does make a difference, and it is a better product.
I hope it does, that's what you told me.
Yeah, it is, it is.
What's the law now about putting plastic on state roads? I've noticed
You can put it on side drain, just not cross drain.
I'm talking about on the side or on there right away.
You can use it.
They didn't miles to it before.
That's right, now, of course, I could be corrected, I don't keep up with all their changes, but they did change it to where you could use side drains on state highways. Side drain only, no cross drains.
They've changed some laws, Bob, too, on that, they've changed some laws on the state right away on coverage size, where you put in covers. if you take-
Minimum 15 inch, and,
Yeah.
you know, the thing about these pipe are, the important part is the way we install them, the way we bed them and get proper compaction to where, you know, we can.
I think they changed that to 18 now.
They may have, I didn't, I wasn't.
It used to be a 17 inch, on 3-to-1 slope with a concrete
Right.
Yeah, or head walls.
headboard.
State road now, I know my niece just built a house, you've got to cut your pipe, cement, the head walls, I mean.
I'd recommend you contact the state.
You had to get
Yeah,
$1,000.
That's what I'd recommend.
They'll be out there and dig it
They're
up.
blaming us.
Well, I just noticed something between here and, out yonder in, past, well, out there in my district going toward, White House, there's some on the right side, or left side of the road going the other way, plastic.
Yeah,
I've noticed two of them.
I thought they had approved it on side drains now. But I would recommend contacting the DOT, anything regarding their right of way.
I seen some up toward Tuscany that was portable. They put them in, then when they got through that road, they took them out.
Well, this might have been, they may have, what I first thought I had was timber cutters.
That's what these were.
Having no discussion. We have a motion, do we have a motion to,
We can't
That-
send
that
it in
engine.
today, do we?
no, we're gonna,
Under it.
do we have a motion to let the engineer look over everything and him make the decision,
Make a recommendation.
make the recommendation?
I'll make a motion.
Second. All in favor? All right,
Thanks, sir.
anything else?
I'll, next Monday I'll be a little late, I've got some personal business to look at.
How are you doing health-wise?
I'm leaving here and head to Birmingham for a recheck, and then next week.
Golf tournament?
I wish. But next week I got another procedure I gotta look at, so.
Just, can get all that together and. let-
Oh, yeah, look,
Let
I'll-
Kelly and we can vote
No,
on
no,
it.
this,
You take care of
this,
yourself.
listen, I've done this 1,000 times, it won't take me long, I'm gonna look at
Yeah.
last year's bid, make sure everything's in line, maybe talk to y'all a little bit, and make sure we're all on the same page, and then we'll get it fixed.
But what I'm saying, we can vote on that next week without you bidding.
Yeah,
You
that's
take
right,
care of yourself.
I'll have you a letter of recommendation, and y'all can act on that. Yeah, that'll look good.
Thank you.
That's all we have on the agenda today. Anybody have any questions?
Could I take a picture of the competitive bid?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think I'll make you a copy.
Yeah, who would you?
Yeah,
That'd be
I'll
ni-
make it-
that'd be
I gotta
nice.
make a
That'd be
copy.
nice.
I gotta
That'd be
make a
great,
copy
yeah.
anyway.
All right.
Just make you a copy of it.
We appreciate y'all.
Who are you with?
I'm with ADCO,
Okay, good.
Mobile, Colorado.
Like Shaw, I think we
All
spoke.
right, we have. We appreciate y'all's business.
Thank
Well,
you.
we'll evaluate them and figure out what's best for the county, and, hopefully it'll work out.
Sure. We're here if you need us.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Bye, y'all.
Bye, y'all.
Nothing else, do we have a motion to adjourn?
I'll make that motion.
We have a second?
I second.
All in favor? Meeting adjourned.
Don't forget to like and subscribe to our YouTube channel at www.youtube.com/49 County News TV.